Welcome, everyone. If you feel nervous when speaking English, if your voice sounds unsure, if people don't take your words seriously, it's not because your grammar is wrong. It's because you haven't trained yourself to sound confident. In this video, you will learn exactly how to fix that. You will learn how to speak English with a voice that sounds strong, clear, and respected, even if your vocabulary is simple. Because confidence doesn't come from big words. It comes from how you say them. And here's the best part. This video will not only help you speak more confidently, it will also help you train your fluency, your mind, and your English every day in a way that actually works. So listen till the very end. Take notes if you want. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel right now if you're serious about mastering English and becoming your best self. Now, let's begin. Step 1. Fix your posture first, not your words. This is the most unexpected but powerful truth. Confidence begins in the body, not the mouth. Most English learners focus on grammar, vocabulary, accent, but they forget the very first thing that affects their confidence: how their body is sitting, standing, or moving while speaking. If you speak English while slouching your shoulders, looking down, folding your arms, covering your mouth, hiding your chest, speaking with your chin down, then no matter how good your English is, you will sound small, you will feel weak, you will seem unsure, and your voice will reflect that fear. So what's the solution? Before speaking, correct your posture. Here's what you must do. Every single time, sit or stand up straight. Keep your spine long and tall. Don't bend forward. Uncross your arms and open your shoulders. This tells your brain, I'm not hiding. I'm ready. Lift your chin slightly. Don't look down at your phone, the floor, or your notes. Keep your head up, as if you're talking to someone eye to eye. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Feel stability. Ground yourself before you speak. Open your chest, not your mouth first. Take a deep breath. Then begin. Why posture changes everything. Your brain is always watching your body. If your body is closed, your brain says, we are not safe. Be quiet. If your body is open, your brain says, we are confident. Speak clearly. That's how the nervous system works. Your voice follows your body. So even if your English is perfect, a weak posture will send the message, this person doesn't believe in their words. But if your English is simple and your posture is strong, the message becomes, this person knows what they're talking about. Let's take an example. Imagine two people introducing themselves. Person A, slouched shoulders, looking down, low voice. My name is Nick. I'm learning English. Person B, upright posture, shoulders relaxed, calm tone. Hi, my name is Nick. I'm learning English. Now here's the truth. Both said the same thing, but one sounded like a leader. The other sounded like they didn't believe in their own words. The difference? Posture, voice, presence, not vocabulary. Body language is your first language. Before you even open your mouth, people notice. Your eyes, your shoulders, your hands, your energy. So if you want to sound confident in English, you must look confident before you speak. Don't wait for fluency to fix your posture. Fix your posture. And fluency will come faster. This is why public speakers, teachers, TED Talk presenters, and actors train their bodies first, not just their voices. Because they know this secret. A strong message can only come from a strong body. From today, build this 30-second habit before you speak English, alone or with others. Stand or sit up straight. Take one deep breath. Open your shoulders. Look forward, not down. Smile slightly. Speak with calm energy. Even if your sentence is just, "Can I get a glass of water?" Say it with full presence, because every sentence is a reflection of who you are and how much you believe in your voice. Step 2. Speak slower than you think. This is one of the most powerful but underrated habits of confident English speakers. They speak slowly, calmly, clearly, without rushing. Most learners do the opposite. They rush their sentences. They speak too fast. They panic if there's silence. They try to finish quickly before someone interrupts. But the truth is this: fast speaking equals nervous energy. Slow speaking equals confident energy. Think about some of the most powerful leaders, actors, TED speakers, or even your favorite YouTubers. They never rush. They own the silence. They speak like their words matter. And they want you to understand every one of them. Why slowing down works? You give your brain time to think in English. When you slow down, your brain doesn't panic. It has space to process and form correct sentences. That means fewer mistakes, less fear, and more flow. You sound calm, strong, and believable. Speaking fast often sounds like you're hiding something or unsure. But when you speak slowly, you sound like you're in control. You become easier to understand. Most native speakers struggle to understand fast English with wrong rhythm. But when you slow down and pronounce clearly, even simple words sound beautiful and powerful. Here's a daily practice technique to build the slow power. Choose any short paragraph from a book, news article, blog. Read it aloud, super slowly. After every sentence, pause for 2 seconds. Focus on breathing and speaking with ease. Record yourself. Now listen to the audio and ask yourself, does it sound clear? Does it sound confident? Or does it sound robotic? Repeat daily until your slow rhythm becomes natural and expressive, not forced. Examples: before versus after. Let's take a sentence. I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. Most learners say it like, I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. Fast, unclear. But a confident speaker would say, I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. Smooth, powerful. Same sentence, different impact. When you speak slower, your English becomes heavier. In a good way. It feels like each word has weight. People stop and listen. Slow doesn't mean boring. This is important. Many learners think, if I speak slowly, I'll sound boring. But that's not true. Speaking slowly doesn't mean being dull. It means being intentional. It means delivering your words like they matter, because they do. Combine slow pace with voice emotion, eye contact, and confident posture, and you'll sound like someone worth listening to, even if your English is not advanced yet. New rule to live by. From now on, don't finish fast. Finish clearly. Let every word breathe. Let every sentence land. Let your voice feel like it belongs in every room. Step 3. Train your voice like a muscle. This is one of the most powerful secrets most people never realize. Your voice is not magic. It's not luck. It's not a gift. It's a muscle. That means it can be trained. It can be made stronger, clearer, and more confident if you practice it every day. Now let's go deeper into this. What happens when you don't train your voice? You speak too softly. Your words shake or break mid-sentence. You run out of breath. You sound unsure or robotic. You say, or sorry too much. You feel tired after speaking for long. This has nothing to do with English level. It's because your mouth, breath, and vocal cords are untrained. Think of it like going to the gym. If you don't exercise for weeks, your arms feel weak, your back hurts, you get tired easily. Same with your voice. If you don't train it daily, it loses power. How to train your voice. Do a 2-minute voice warm-up every morning. Stand in front of a mirror and speak 10 to 20 random English sentences. Stretch your mouth, move your jaw, exaggerate the pronunciation. Examples. I am ready to speak clearly today. Every sentence I say will sound powerful. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm here to grow. Say them loudly and slowly. Let your voice vibrate. Read aloud daily, like an actor. Choose a paragraph or a short story. Don't just read, perform. Focus on emotion, pauses, emphasis, tone shift. Pretend you're telling a story, not just reading a book. This builds voice control, confidence, fluency, expressiveness. Use tongue twisters to unlock your mouth. These are fun, powerful, and extremely effective. Like, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. She sells seashells by the seashore. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Repeat each one 10 times slowly, then 5 times fast. This will improve your pronunciation, unlock your jaw, make your words sharper, remove fear of difficult sounds, track your voice like a coach. Use your phone and record yourself speaking English every day for 2 minutes. Talk about your day, your thoughts, a story you remember, your plans. Then listen and ask, was I loud enough? Did I pause properly? Did I sound confident? Don't judge, just observe. Then try again the next day. Over 7 to 14 days, you'll notice your voice becoming more stable, words flowing better, confidence increasing, mistakes reducing. Your voice is the instrument of your confidence. Train it every day, even for 5 minutes. Because you don't need more vocabulary right now. You need more voice power. When your voice becomes strong, even the simplest English sentence will sound like a professional speaker. Step 4. Remove the sorry tone from your voice. This is one of the biggest emotional mistakes English learners make, and they often don't even realize it. They speak with what I call a sorry tone. A voice that sounds like apologizing for speaking, asking permission to talk, seeking approval, being afraid of judgment, hiding from attention. This happens especially when speaking with someone fluent, someone in authority, or native speakers. They say things like, "Sorry, my English is not good." "Sorry, I don't speak clearly." "Sorry if I said something wrong." "Sorry, can I try again?" But here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an apology for learning. You don't need permission to speak. You don't need perfect English to be respected. What does a sorry tone sound like? The voice is soft and low. Sentences go up at the end, like asking questions. Words like maybe, I think, probably, just are used too much. The body is slightly closed or shrinking. There's hesitation in every sentence. The speaker waits for approval or reaction after every line. It's a voice of insecurity, not fluency. Even if the grammar is correct, the tone makes the speaker sound unsure. This tone makes others ignore or interrupt you, makes you doubt yourself even more. Tells your brain, you are not confident, reduces your progress in speaking English, kills your ability to express your true thoughts. It becomes a mental cage. Every time you speak with fear, the brain forms a habit of fear. So how do we break this habit? Stop starting with apologies. Instead of saying, "Sorry, my English is bad," say, "I'm still improving my English, but I'll try." Small change, Massive power. You're telling your brain, I'm in control of my progress. Drop weak words and fillers. Remove these. Maybe, I think, probably. Just kind of like when not needed. Instead, start sentences with, in my opinion, I believe. Here's my thought. From my experience, this instantly adds clarity and presence to your voice. Speak from your chest, not your throat. When you speak with fear, your voice comes from your throat. Small, shaky, tight. But when you relax your body, breathe deep, and speak from the chest, your voice becomes stable, warm, and confident. Practice this. Take a deep breath. Speak a full sentence slowly. Feel the vibration in your chest, not your throat. Try saying, I'm learning English. I have the right to speak. Say it 5 times. Record it. Listen. Improve. Replace fear with purpose. Every time you feel fear while speaking, remember, you are not here to impress people. You are here to express your ideas, your feelings, and your truth. When you speak with purpose, the fear leaves. When you speak to contribute, not to perform, you start sounding like someone who belongs. One sentence to remember forever. I'm not sorry for learning. I'm proud of growing. Say it to yourself every time you speak. Make it your English confidence mantra. Because the world doesn't need perfect English. The world needs authentic voices, and yours is one of them. Step 5. Practice power openers, not weak beginnings. The beginning of your sentence is everything. Why? Because people judge your confidence in the first 3 seconds of speaking. And here's what most English learners do. I think maybe. I'm not sure, but, well, just a small idea. Actually, kind of. Maybe. This immediately makes you sound hesitant, nervous, unprepared, passive. Even if your idea is brilliant, your opening kills the impact. When you open a sentence weakly, 3 bad things happen. You signal low confidence to others. People stop listening, interrupt, or ignore your opinion. You lower your own energy. The brain receives feedback. You are unsure. You invite doubt from yourself and from others. But if you open strongly, you gain attention, control the conversation, feel more fluent, sound more professional. Train yourself to begin with strong, confident sentence starters like, instead of say, I think, I believe, maybe we can, let's try this. Sorry, but I'd like to share something. I'm not sure. Here's my thought on that. Kind of. It seems very clear that. Examples. Here's what I think about that situation. In my experience, this method works best. Let me explain what I observed. What I've learned is this. These openers help your brain build a runway. It makes your voice fly forward with stability and power. Practice exercise. Every morning, speak 5 power openers in front of the mirror. Let me tell you what I noticed. Here's the way I see it. I've been thinking about this topic. This is something I really believe. Let me share a quick idea. Do it with upright posture, clear voice, steady breath, eye focus. Repeat for 7 days. By day 7, you'll notice less fear, more clarity, better control of your sentences. Even in casual English conversations, start with clarity. For example, instead of, just wanted to say it was good, say, I really enjoyed that. Let me explain why. Instead of, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Say, I thought it was really well done. Confidence lives in the first 5 words of your sentence. Make them count. Step 6. Collect your words before you speak. This step is not about grammar. It's not about vocabulary. It's about mental discipline. Most English learners rush into speaking too quickly. They feel the pressure to respond instantly, especially in conversations. And that leads to incomplete sentences, repetition, nervous fillers like, like sudden mental blocks, fear of saying the wrong thing. But here's the truth. Confident speakers think before they talk. They don't just open their mouths and hope for fluency. They collect their thoughts. They prepare the path in their mind. Then they speak with clarity, control, and calm energy. Why collecting your words works. You speak more clearly and fluently. When you pre-plan your sentence, you're less likely to get stuck, switch verbs, or pause in the middle. You feel less pressure to be perfect. You are guiding your brain, not reacting in panic. You reduce fear of embarrassment because your message feels more complete before it even comes out. You sound thoughtful and composed. Even if your words are simple, your delivery will feel intentional and smart. Let's say they're asked, "What do you think about learning English through movies?" Most of them say, I think maybe it's good, but also maybe not good. Depends. I don't know. It's okay. That response is full of mental fog. Not because the person doesn't have ideas, but because they didn't pause to collect their thoughts. Now imagine this. Take 2 to 3 seconds before speaking. Mentally organize the sentence. Then say, "In my opinion, watching movies is helpful for vocabulary and listening, but I think it's better when combined with reading and speaking practice." Same English level. 10 times more confident. Here's a simple 3-step method to use before you speak. Pause for a deep breath. Instead of jumping in, take one conscious breath. This gives your brain time to prepare. Frame your message silently. In your mind, ask, "What is my opinion? What's the one thing I want to say? What examples or reasons support it?" You don't need perfect grammar in your brain, just a clear message. Speak the sentence with calm delivery. Now express it slowly, clearly, and confidently. Example. Question. Why do you want to learn English? Bad. Because it's important. Everyone learning. I want to. Confident. Because English gives me access to global knowledge and better opportunities. That's why I'm focused on learning it every day. Practice activity. Every morning, practice speaking 5 sentences with a pause first. Do it like this. Read the question, e.g., "What did you do yesterday?" Pause for 3 seconds. Think of the answer. Say the full sentence aloud. Record it. Check if it sounds smooth, complete, and confident. This trains your brain to stop panicking and start thinking clearly before speaking. Remember, fast answers don't equal confident answers. Clear answers equal confident communication. In English and in life, the person who speaks slowly, thinks clearly, and delivers intentionally is the one people trust the most. So train your brain to pause, organize, and then speak. Like a leader. Step 7. Build a better vocabulary of emotion and precision. Let's get honest. Most English learners use the same small group of safe words over and over. Good, bad, nice, very interesting, so cool, okay, very good, not bad. Now there's nothing wrong with these words, but if your goal is to sound confident, impressive, and expressive, these words are not enough. They make your English sound basic, flat, weak, generic. But here's the good news. You don't need many words. You just need the right words. You need a vocabulary that adds power and precision to your sentences, especially when expressing emotions, opinions, and experiences. Why better vocabulary changes everything. You sound more intelligent and professional. Words like insightful, powerful, impressive, challenging, valuable immediately lift your image. You express your feelings more accurately. Instead of just saying bad, you can say frustrating, disappointing, or ineffective. Each one tells a different story. You create emotional connection. Words carry feeling. When you use them well, people feel you, not just hear you. You control the conversation. A precise vocabulary gives you confidence because you're not searching for basic fillers. You're choosing your words like a painter chooses colors. Let's upgrade your basic word list. Good, impressive, valuable, powerful, inspiring. Bad, frustrating, disappointing, weak, ineffective. Nice, elegant, thoughtful, well-designed. Okay. Acceptable, moderate, could be better. Interesting. Thought-provoking, meaningful, insightful. Happy, grateful, fulfilled, excited, joyful, sad, heartbreaking, discouraging, upsetting, hard, challenging, exhausting, demanding, easy, simple, effortless, manageable. Now imagine answering, "How was your first presentation in English?" Instead of, "It was okay. I was nervous but not bad." Say, "It was challenging but valuable. I felt nervous, but also excited and proud of myself afterward." That sounds like someone who knows how to express, not just speak. How to build this vocabulary. Start a personal power word journal. Each week, pick 5 new expressive words. Write their meanings and 2 to 3 sentence examples. Practice using them in your real conversations. Replace one basic word per day. Instead of saying very good, say exceptional. Instead of bad day, say exhausting day. Instead of nice idea, say well thought out idea. Just one replacement per day builds strong habits. Read articles, not just textbooks. Books, blogs, and TED Talk transcripts use rich vocabulary. Underline strong words and repeat them aloud. Confidence isn't in your grammar. It's in your choice of words. Better vocabulary equals clearer meaning equals higher confidence. And remember, you don't need 100 fancy words. You just need 10 powerful words used correctly. Every day. Step 8. Use metaphors to sound smart and expressive. If you want to sound fluent, confident, and unforgettable, you must learn to speak in pictures, not just in plain words. That's where metaphors come in. A metaphor is when you describe something by comparing it to something else in a creative and emotional way. Instead of saying, "Learning English is difficult," you say, "Learning English feels like climbing a mountain barefoot, but every step makes you stronger." That's a metaphor. It makes your sentence vivid, emotional, memorable, and most importantly, confident. Why metaphors show confidence? They show you have a deeper understanding. People who use metaphors speak like they've felt the topic, not just studied it. They make you sound more natural and expressive. This is how native speakers communicate, not through plain, robotic lines, but with images, comparisons, feelings. They keep people interested. When you speak like a storyteller, people pay attention. They don't just hear words, they see what you mean. They prove you can think in English. Creating metaphors is a high-level skill. It means you are not just translating. You're thinking originally in English. Instead of, "I'm very nervous," say, "I feel like there are 1,000 butterflies in my stomach." Instead of, "He's really smart," say, "His brain works like a lightning-fast computer." Instead of, I'm very tired, say, my body feels like a battery running on 1%. Instead of, English is hard, say, English is like a puzzle. Every new word is a piece that makes the picture clearer. Each of these sentences makes the speaker sound more confident, mature, and real. How to learn metaphorical thinking. Observe how great speakers use metaphors. Watch TED Talks, interviews, movies, or podcasts. Notice how often they say things like, it felt like, it was as if, it's like, imagine a. They use pictures, emotions, and comparisons in almost every explanation. Write your own metaphors daily. Pick any topic, like learning English, fear of public speaking, your journey as a learner, a mistake you made, a lesson you learned. Now turn it into a metaphor. For example, topic, fear of speaking. Metaphor, speaking English felt like standing on a stage with a million eyes watching me, even when I was alone. Topic, progress. Metaphor, improving my English felt like planting seeds in winter. No signs at first, but growth comes quietly. This exercise builds your brain's power to express complex feelings in simple, beautiful ways. When you use metaphors, you become a better communicator. People connect emotionally. You sound like a native-level storyteller. You gain respect instantly, even with basic grammar. And confidence is not about speaking more. It's about speaking in a way that makes people feel something. Metaphors do that. So, make it your habit. Don't just tell people what you feel. Show them what it looks like. Step 9. Don't just speak English. Feel it. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is that they say the right words, but with no emotion. They sound robotic, flat, disconnected. Even when they say something powerful, it doesn't land. They say, I'm really passionate about learning English. But their face, voice, and body say, I don't really mean this. And this creates a problem. Because people don't listen to words. They listen to emotion. The most confident speakers are not the ones with perfect grammar. They are the ones who feel every word they say. And make you feel it too. What happens when you feel your words? Your voice becomes alive. It rises and falls naturally. It sounds real, not like reading a textbook. Your eyes shine with meaning. Listeners can see that you care. Your body supports your message. You use hand movements, facial expressions, even small pauses to make your words land with power. You build emotional trust. People believe you, not because of your vocabulary, but because your message has heart. How to feel your English, even as a beginner. Speak about topics that matter to you. When you practice English, don't only say, my name is, or I like pizza. Speak about what you're proud of, what scares you, what you're working hard on, why you want to speak English, a lesson you learned last year. When the topic is real, your emotion will rise naturally. Smile or move while speaking. Emotion is physical. If your body is still and stiff, your words will feel flat. But if you allow natural movements, eye expression, a smile, a nod, your message feels powerful. Use emotional vocabulary. Instead of, it was good. Say, it made me feel alive. Instead of, I was sad. Say, I felt like I was sinking. Even with basic English, this makes your message powerful. Every day, choose one sentence from a book or blog. Now say it aloud 3 different ways. 1. As if you're excited. 2. As if you're angry. 3. As if you're sad. This will train your voice, your face, and your heart to feel your English, not just speak it. It's the difference between I'm learning English, flat, and I'm learning English, with feeling, power, and presence. Both sentences are correct. Only one is confident. One sentence to live by. Don't just practice English. Practice being present in English. Feel what you say. Believe your words. Speak like every sentence matters. That's how confidence grows. From the inside out. If you've come this far, you already have something that most people don't. The desire to grow, the courage to improve, and the mindset to transform. You've learned how posture shapes your presence, how slowing down builds power, how your voice is a muscle, how your words carry weight, how metaphors bring your message to life, and how belief turns basic English into bold communication. Now it's time to use all of it. Every day, every sentence, every conversation. Because confidence doesn't come from waiting. It comes from training. It comes from showing up. It comes from owning your voice. You don't need perfect English. You just need to believe I am worth listening to. Speak like it. Live like it. And one day you'll realize you didn't just learn English. You became someone who speaks it with power. Thank you for being here. If this helped you, subscribe now so you never stop growing. And remember, you don't just speak English, you own it.